briefing.
So next time you pick freaking cookies.
I logged on early just to get a pizza cutter.
What?
No, what pizza cutter?
The what?
It's the 12X. It looks like a giant fucking pizza cutter. It's so dumb.
Go slightly where I want to be sitting.
I can get it.
Delay. Shut the fuck up!
I'm putting more food in pots up for sale.
It's only 2 minutes.
Yeah, but if any of us,
People are
we're
been hitting
we're
the
2
ready
minutes late.
check, bro. Look at this.
if we were 2 minutes late, we'd be getting.
Oh no, it's this one.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
this right.
So am I starting with this? Or are we just gonna keep with what we were doing before?
Why won't this tab close?
Well, first question is, who's going where?
Aren't you just going to lane spots?
I think I know a lane spots.
That is true. Brick, tell me lane spots.
Oh, clock spots on the marker.
Oh, is this where we're doing this one?
I mean, we're not doing anything that I can't be saying that's not right.
No, you're northwest.
Northeast.
No, yeah, that one. No,
Okay.
wait.
You're
Yeah,
my
that
partner.
Oh god.
What?
DPS rotate clockwise, buddies. Kill me.
It's not my partner anymore?
No, you gotta take melee, sorry. Okay, then for meteors, is lane like what's his position? Go to meteor spots.
I can't see.
You feel you should be southeast. So again, this is your light party. Whatever meteor you're on is relative north. These are the sprint spots on ninja cards for shooting towards the tornadoes, right? Okay, you guys swap the DPS because we've got the light party stacked up right now. I don't know. I normally I would be here, which that's where you should supposed to be. And then Euphyllia should be southeast because Euphyllia's in my light party. Okay, he's taking my spot. Yes, and you're in my light party. Yeah, I'm saying normally I would be right here. Through with it, right? Okay, alright, okay, but we're gonna do a fucking thought exercise.
Yeah?
This is where group 1's meteor is, right?
Yeah.
Actually, let me put a fucking 1 to make it even easier.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't even remember what melee buddy's supposed to be.
Okay.
Oh, oh no, yeah, I'm supposed to be on this side. Yeah, that's true. I remember.
Those are where the tornadoes you would stand in front of, right? Now, on this marker,
No,
you're
wait,
stand on the inner card.
No, wait, Brick,
That
I
would
remember
be-
now. I'm over here.
Okay. I need one of you, Skull or Euphyllia, to
It's
come
Euphyllia.
over to stand on top of.
Yeah, it's Euphyllia.
But
I remember now.
I think you're on the other side.
Yeah,
It
it's
should be
Euphyllia
you,
because
he's taking my spot, and this is my spot. So again, whatever my light party group 1 is gonna start on one of the meteors. I'm gonna call it out, right? And then after the spin goes off, we are gonna go stand in front of a tornado. So Euphyllia, where you're standing, if you are meteors at 1, you would be standing in front of the tornado at D, right? Does that make sense?
Well, this is how we did it.
Yeah. This is your spot.
that is your spot.
This is your spot. You're gonna be in group 1, and you're taking the same spot. Kiva's just taking a lane spot because Kiva's the fake melee in this light party. So you're taking his spot. spot again because you're an actual melee.
I just didn't remember my own position.
Remember for succession 2, Marines are trying to bait numbers, right? So you're gonna be baiting a number now, Kiba, and it's gonna be odds west, evens east. You want to jump him south, and again, you're not gonna stand at the wall, right? You're gonna stand about here, and so you can either bait him to the wall or away from the wall. Okay, depending on if he's doing front or back.
And when does the boss want for tank on the north?
For when is he what day?
What you
when
want
does
to
he-
do is after the rain wide goes off, whoever's tanking him, just go stand northmost as possible. Okay. Right? Then once he starts the succession cast bar, you want to stand directly underneath him so you don't bait a number, right? And then after the numbers go out, you're gonna go stand in the center of the arena until he starts the fire strike cast bar. And then once he starts the fire strike cast bar, you're gonna run to where I'm standing right now.
Wait, if he starts the fire cast bar and I'm standing center as the main tank, won't that pull him south?
No.
He is way too big.
If he's already pulled north, when you're standing center.
If you pull him from center to north, part of his target ring will be over the center of the arena.
Okay.
He's a big fucking bully.
Okay. I just want to make sure he was not moving.
And it also doesn't matter because the distance doesn't need to be too extreme. But starting center will give you a head start on the spot you want to run to bait the jump.
Yep, okay. You stand center, and then you move south on the fire.
You're gonna, when he starts the succession cast bar, you're gonna get all the way up underneath him so you don't bait a number. And then once he starts once the numbers go out, you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna go stand in the center of the arena, and then once the fire strikes cast bar starts, you're gonna come stand where I'm standing right now. Not at the wall, because you need enough space to bait him. And everybody needs to bait him. All the melees need to bait him, right?
Yeah. And then after the fire goes, you move south.
And then I will try to call out whether you need to bait him in or out. Out means face him out, in means face him in. But alrighty. Make sure you got food, and I'll let do it. Hopefully this can be a quick reclear.
Oh boy.
You're fine. Taliban is empty.
I don't think anytime you wish for it to be a quick nuclear it has been.
So are we gonna keep Taliban as empty start here, or am I taking empty start?
I don't care. It doesn't matter one way or another, I think.
Then let's have Taliban start so it's not swapped.
Okay. Oh, stop lagging, please.
Stands.
Thank you.
D4.
Fly the hero. Yeah, Rick, why can't you save Skull's life like Fly just did?
What do you mean? That's usually my job. I should tell people about it.
I'm sure it is.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I've never done DSLR since
What the?
Where's the dark guy go?
I did.
For Hawaii's memes stuff.
He can make his own memes, buddies.
Why are like one of the
Yeah.
We have to make sure it's not something clear.
Blocks buckets.
probably has 8 videos of people doing absolutely
It's gonna be buddies and buddies. I can't see him.
Oh, yeah, he's pretty fucked.
Yes.
We might need to stop real quick from this router.
We actually be
Yeah, because his knockback went off like everything else's.
Ah. Where'd that come I'm just gonna. Yeah. Go research.
His I was looking at it. His knockback was like, we all got knocked back. Belia died, and then he gets knocked back.
Yep.
Didn't that happen with fucking Ozzy at some point, just killing somebody?
Probably. It's probably happened
I
with like
remember.
everybody with really bad internet at some point.
Mm-hmm.
There was
Any
definitely one where, like, Elaine was not holding forward. Maybe Ozzy was quote killing him.
I mean, this is the other thing is, you can't ever be 100%
I mean, yeah, you can't ever be 100% sure unless you see it happen. But especially with Elaine, actually.
sure. And just go research your router.
You especially can't be 100% sure with Elaine.
Tell them the internet's fucked, you gotta restart the router. Or just do it without telling anybody, and it's like, wow, the router reset. That's what I would do.
Yeah, same.
Hey, Bubba.
Or throw on a hotspot.
I used to
That's fine.
my mom gets mad. She said I did tell her, oh, the internet wasn't working for me.
Yeah, I mean, you can always go, well, stop making it work out. Or routers restart all the time. At least my internet does. It might be a potato internet, but I can get away with just switching it off and just be like, oh, well, that's weird, just kinda happened.
My mom doesn't
if-
even notice when the router restarts.
If I had to do that, it would suck because our TV's connected. Oh, I should have no cable from.
I mean, I can reset my router from my phone.
You said the
That's
router
pretty
more than I reset it. Because she's wireless on.
I mean, like, my mom never notices whenever it happens, so I can just go and do it.
I'm like, really quickly make some tea.
I would argue that virtually everyone here can restart their router from their phone.
Yeah, I just never
No,
have.
Yes.
my router's pretty old, so.
Is it a modem and router? If so, if
know
it's
it-
providing Wi-Fi, you can restart it from your phone. I guarantee you management is a bit.
You know what? Yeah, I'd have to. You know what? The problem is, I don't think I've looked at the management for that in like literal years.
Oh yeah.
You know, there's only like 4 addresses you have to get that to find.
Yeah, so like part of the problem is that like at some point in time, I used to fuck around with it like a lot, and then one day happened where I stopped. And and then I went to college, and then I just completely forgot like all of the information to log on to this router.
Fortunately, there's this magic button on the back that you can press that restores it to factory default settings.
Yeah, but I fucking hate restoring
That's my
stuff
favorite
back to
button.
default settings. Let's have an Iris surfboard. That's the one, I think. Iris surfboard. Is it would it be the figure weapon?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Gold DCing now too.
What are these pants that you're wearing?
Soul's wearing pants?
It's not Sunday.
Why are you wearing pants? I mean, not wearing pants isn't sweaty.
Kind of.
It depends what you're wearing instead of pants. Ah, I
Got a
see.
problem with my
I
2D
see.
leggings?
I see. No, that's perfectly fine. I'll check this. You know what? I'm gonna replace mine this weekend anyways, so.
I figured I'd leave them on since Caliban like seeing it so much.
Asked, and that's my mom. She's like, no. And it looks like it's mainly because
I figured I'd know.
But
I was gonna say, it wasn't just me that he cut out for, right?
yeah.
He kind of roboted for a second.
He just disappeared on
so,
mine.
if we have tank DC issues coming in your mom.
Fucking tanks are cursed, man.
Hey.
Don't worry, it's not about you. It's just something about the role.
It's like Hawaiian healing.
Cool.
You know, like, every role has, like, some curse to them, right?
Well, it's like shield healing and dying for a clear. That was a sacrifice for that last week.
I think all of us were sacrificial
There
deaths
was
last
a
week.
lot of shit.
Excuse me, you were sacrificial?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You were sacrificial.
Yep.
I took a tank buster for that. Thank you.
Damn.
Why? Like, I think almost everybody was a sacrifice for that clear.
At least
Yeah.
half of us, yeah.
You're not special this time.
No. But I was told
It
I was
only works
special.
if only one.
You know, Skull, if you did less damage, you wouldn't have to take the tank buster.
See, I try with damage down, but then Brick yells at me because he can't get turns in good combat.
Is that why you're not having fun?
There's no winning.
Yeah, but now there's a second melee, so. For right now.
Yeah, so we should take the tank busters. Yeah, we should share tank busters.
No.
See, here's what you need to do. Instead of shirking Caliban to dump your aggro to shirk it onto Yulia,
I could. No, we'll
Oh,
double.
yeah.
We'll double circuit. What'll happen then?
see,
Or
cause
no,
see
what?
all you need to do is dump an aggro. It doesn't specify where it needs to go.
This
He's
is
eaten,
true.
he's eaten enough tank busters before.
You can, like, hear the happiness in her voice when she's telling him to go get a tank buster.
I mean, Brick's gotten shirked plenty of times during the dark.
Yeah,
Oh,
but, like,
yeah.
when it comes to Brick, that's out of spite. I'm up.
Brick yells at a tank or something, get shirked.
What?
What the fuck?
High concept, it's pretty cool.
Alright.
What reason could tanks have to speak?
I don't know.
I'm
Ask
good now.
ask Ozzy and Skull.
Alright, I'm good now. So the main reason why I could tell that everything was effed up, my animations weren't playing correctly, and I just popped for animations I wouldn't need the beginning. And they all activated perfectly. And I'm like,
Well, you don't sound like a robot, so that's cool.
Alright, let's do it. Easy reclear. Shut the fuck up.
Knock on
You
wood.
know, Brick.
Knock
Every
on
time
wood,
you
nobody
say
said
easy
anything.
Knock on
You
wood.
know, Brick.
chainsaw.
You know, Brick. Every time you say easy reclear, it's not gonna go. It's gonna go worse. You know this by now.
Man, it's an easy read.
Your I don't think your manifesting works the way you think it does. You usually manifest the opposite. Actually.
He manifested an imagination.
I see.
Can you imagine 8 bricks?
I think 8 bricks would clear things easier, not because you're manifesting a clear, but because brick is brick.
But it'd be way less fun for
Yeah.
So,
I think it would be just as funny because if one brick messed up with one, there's almost
I mean, there's like a lot we're missing on here, like 8 bricks, right? Like, one brick would fuck up, and then he'd like yell at the other brick, and the other brick would start yelling back. And then there's like a third brick saying, I'm gonna go get a beer, or another one saying like, I'm gonna go do some push-ups.
Fuck,
I can tell Brick's like smiling because he's like imagining the world where he's a Brick. That's my perfect world.
The real key is that like everyone would see the mechanics once and be honestly like, this is how it's gonna be done, and then it would be stupid. And then if it would fuck up, it's like, this is where it fucked up, this is how we have to do this.
Yeah, until one of the Brick, you do notice it's like 8 times the Brickens, right? So like every id would be like nuclear meltdown.
that would be the day. Cardinal.
Like think about it, Brick. Think about the emotions that go through you when you hit. Now imagine 7 more people with not only the potential to be as angry as you get at hits, but also to hit that hard.
Buddy.
Not responsible to it, it's a horrible world.
That's thank you for yelling at us.
It's already happening.
I popped dark.
To be fair, Brick, I don't think you're allowed to yell at him for that.
I don't even know what happened. I always if we ran into a wall at some point given the timing it was dead.
Well, it's unresponsive. I don't think you're allowed to yell at him. I think I believe that's her.
No, I mean she's fucking she got unlocked.
He was a Dragoon last year, so
Damn, bring up the pass. It's being cardinal. It's the being card. Starting at 2, going clockwise. Starting at 2, going clockwise.
Right at power, and I'm partying, and then I'm close.
Right? Going clockwise.
Is your job done?
Oh, he had fucking 8 Where am I?
I think you died from the lightnings.
Oh yeah, it's me, I'll kill myself.
I don't know why I died to power.
Did you get hit by
He
the
probably
orb?
got hit by an ice.
Clipped by ice, clipped by orb.
Clip by
Any
something.
number of reasons.
He definitely is lagging because to me he died outside the meteor. But we didn't die, so he did something.
I was in the tower and I died. I'm like, what?
For the
I
rest
didn't
of us,
have anything.
for the rest of us, power went off and you were, and then you went.
So according to Death Recap, you ate a shock, which gave you a magic phone up, and then you died to shock.
So,
Yeah.
either you got hit by the first lightning exploding or the first tower given the time limit.
One of the two.
I think you got clipped by the
So,
lightning bolt.
That's what I think, is I think you get hit by the first lightning explosion.
Whichever one it is, it's, you know.
Hi, baby! Alright, let's go.
Oh.
I have the thing up and I can actually look at it.
He soaked my tower with me. That's what happened.
So I'm like, 8 first, right?
I feel like someone's gonna finish passing their movements.
Oh, he's not moving.
I don't see quick attack.
He's just passing.
Not moving.
He's not even autoing.
School, you gonna be back sometime
Oh, nope.
soon?
I see the Pokeball now.
No. No!
Rick, you were warned!
You fucking jinxed it, you
Oh, damn it!
I'm just gonna walk. He's gone.
No.
Are you sure, Rick? I think we might die.
I can come back before we have to.
18 seconds, Rick.
He'll be back. He'll be back.
He'll be back.
Oh,
But he is out.
okay, but Rick, think about Storm no damage. There we go.
Oh!
Yeah.
I'm just
You
gonna
knew
wall.
exactly what was gonna happen. Oh, this is the rest of us.
I'm sorry. Paul, you murdered everyone.
I don't think he can hear you.
This might be a console game.
Hey, sweetums.
I think
No,
this
this is a Wi-Fi game.
Yeah,
I mean, everyone having trouble does play with controllers, just saying.
Skull. Can we buy you a 50-foot Ethernet cable?
What if I build you 50 feet over the Vietnam?
Can we buy you a 100-foot Ethernet cable?
How are you living that far from your freaking modem, man?
Skull. Right? There's this like nifty little thing which you can like connect an Ethernet cable to, and then you connect it to your an outlet in your wall, and then you grab another one and you connect it on the other side, and you connect an Ethernet to it, and it transfers internet through your electricity.
Wait,
Would that work?
I
Wow.
have that. That actually works really well. That's what my
I-
Ethernet plug
It's
is
worse,
really good.
right? It's worse than normal Ethernet. But if you can't route an Ethernet cable all the way to where you want to route it, it is your best solution.
I thought school bought one already.
Yeah, I'm
So-
waiting on one that's coming.
Oh,
And then
okay.
two, even if you did buy, you would still get locked up in customs for like 3 weeks.
What if we shipped him one? We're in the same country. It's
Ooh.
on the other side.
You knew where I'm saying content.
No,
Those are
Skull's in Canada. He's in like
Yeah.
Toronto somewhere.
you can buy it from Toronto.
He's pretty far from Toronto.
I don't know. I just figured he was close to Toronto because that's where he's 16.
No, I'm East Coast.
Close
Right.
enough.
The only things I know about
Yeah, isn't
Canada.
Toronto West Coast?
No,
Is-
No.
Negative.
well, Toronto is West Coast. We get a lot more from the government.
all I know is Quebec and the rest of Canada.
Oh, here's the.
I mean,
here's
I
the
know
fun part. Skull will never be able to watch. Hawaii. Skull will never be able to watch any of your videos on YouTube.
Oh right.
Unless he directly searches for them. They're not Canadian enough for some stupid reason.
We can watch it.
We can watch it.
Unless you directly search for it, it won't be recommended to you. Is what Craig with a lot does.
No, it won't be
No,
right.
it's not just highly
It's for
recommended.
new
I
stuff.
still be recommended American stuff.
It's
If
new.
you watch
It's
it
new
because
stuff.
it's user or channel, it will recommend you that channel regardless of whether or not it's Canadian.
Yeah.
It just won't recommend you brand new things. that are not.
Angela.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was drinking.
Rating, but
Oh,
I still get.
That'd mean I was taking half an edible.
Well, that's not even true because I got recommended Moontag. She's UK.
It's like 50 milligrams, so.
Wait,
so.
Wait,
This
Are-
is very insensitive.
I wonder if you
But
have
isn't
a cat.
but doesn't mean doesn't being Canadian is the exact same thing.
Start
Jesus
on
Christ.
a countdown.
let's go.
You're thinking of the wrong place. That's the worst part of all this. You're thinking of France.
Not Latinx.
I thought like
I will unironically log out right now. Rick, stop running into the wall. You called me Latinx, I will do it. Stop me, Rick. Stop me,
You don't got
Give
it.
me, Give me a. I do. This is about my national pride.
Do it for me. Don't run into the wall for me.
Wait, what?
There is one thing you don't fucking do, and it's you don't ask for his Benny Christie, you have fucking national pride. All we fucking have is our goddamn national fucking pride. I will run into the wall again.
Buddies.
All his things is Dragon Ball.
He's kind of right.
Clock spot. Block spots. In. Start. got tank buster and the rock breaker. Tank buster. Inner cards, buddy. Survive. Gonna be buddies. I've got him. Okay, dragon, ranged out.
No, I got 2 scans.
Okay, just do it. Wait for the... Oh god, you guys do this. Okay, you're gonna bait him in,
You're gonna get smacked a little bit. Sorry.
Oh, that was too close. Lord, elbow, now, button, funny button. Nobody move. Nobody press any button.
Hands off the controller.
Okay.
Come here. Mine.
He's gonna do some more. He's gonna get into your buddies. Tanks 1 and 2 aggro now. Okay. Try to heal yourself. Buddy spot. Buddy. Ow. One. Block spot. If you have a pod, use it now.
Yeah, we're okay. We got it. Hit hard.
I don't think so.
Oh
Oh, it's so hard.
Oh no, we don't have a first.
You know what would have done 0.4% though?
Not dying.
One weakness.
That's crazy.
Hey, we found a song hard.
Let's not fuck up 6 session 2, please.
Yes, that was my fault. I found out, but now we know that when he's casting Chimeric Succession at the beginning, he's locked, and then he locks it again, so...
I'm gonna do that.
Bosses can never move.
When bosses are casting, they don't. Food. Oh, looks like a few people's food fell off during that poll. Maybe that could have done 0.4%.
Oh, Angela didn't die at the beginning.
Oh yeah. That's
Yeah, maybe if Angel didn't hold themselves.
I was wondering why Angela was.
Yeah, I wonder why I would. It's almost like.
Will you just calm down?
Angela, shut the fuck up and stop pretending to be offended. Start the countdown.
I am
Oh my
offended.
god.
Not do that.
Whoa!
Why was I so free?
Death brings me no peace. Such is my fate.
Stance.
I don't know if it's
Equal.
They also have this stance.
I turned it off. I always turn it off late.
What is?
You can wield such power as mine.
Yeah, like it's on right now. So.
Supposed to.
Find you.
Clock smells.
Now fall. Entertain me, my
What is? No.
flames take you.
Yep. Out, melee in. Okay. Wait. Go, and you're gonna bait him in. You're gonna bait him in. Watch. Why is everyone else dead?
Because people who got res spawned behind other people.
Do we have any raises? No, well. What is going on with Succession 2?
Disturbed once again.
My ice. Otherwise, we didn't. Getting clipped by ice was the problem.
Alright, then after Chimeric Possession goes off, stand here instead of middle. See? Shouldn't get clipped by ice that way.
It makes a little bit of uptime, but it's better to do that.
No, drag the boss there, it's fine. Should still jump far enough. Hopefully. Alright, let's go.
Death brings me no peace. Such is my fate. My strength is without equal.
Buddies.
And wield such power as mine. I find you.
Buddies, start. Titties. Sorry, ass. Oh. Clockwise. 4, and clockwise. Clockwise. Start coming. Tank Buster to Rock Breaker 2. Tank Buster next. Enter cards, buddies. Enter cards, buddies. north now, please. Range now. Remember melee, you guys want to see slightly, just want to see south, not in the vicinity. Not in the vicinity. He's gonna bait him out at the end. Out at the end. Bait him out. Oh. God damn it. Wait, wait. Clock spots? No, you gotta get these in. Clock spots in, clock spots in. Alright. I got Kiba. Okay. Clock spots. Please stop. Buddies, please. What? Why did people die during Icebreaker?
I think Skull wasn't stacked with us.
Yeah, so when the fire stack strike landed, me and Skull both died.
I think Kiba wasn't in the race. Because he wasn't like the super stack with me. Beyond.
Yeah, because if me and Skull both
everybody was
died,
already dead.
he was alive.
Did I? Was I not?
Oh, Angela left because Angela got everything he needed.
No, I think you took the damage too, but your tanks took it.
Yeah, he wasn't pulled north enough.
Well, we also stood at the exact same spot that we were when we switched places.
I'm not getting.
Oh, he didn't get pulled north far enough, so the thing did the bonus damage.
Hold on, where basically his target ring was just barely touching here, but we could have stood.
No,
right here.
his target ring was like out to here, where it shouldn't be. Yeah, fucking. All right.
We like the stack group also didn't run to the wall. But we should have.
Yeah, he didn't get baited appropriately.
Yeah. We didn't run when fire strikes locked him. We didn't run to the wall to make sure no one else got hit.
Kawaii new slash dice.
Yeah, I didn't get hit either because
Why is 500? Why is there 500?
I was the only one at the wall scar.
Yeah, you're the only one on the wall, I think.
Aren't we supposed to get hit by fire before we run out?
No.
We're supposed to stand here when fire strikes goes off. We're supposed to run to the wall. As I make sure.
Not all the way to the
Because he jumps at you.
He jumps at you and then you bait him.
Yeah.
You can't
Don't
have
we
him jump
get
too far.
one first by the fire, then we run out to bait him to face the
So.
Yeah, but we're supposed to stand. But we're supposed to stand like right
You
about.
want him as north as possible because you can't stand in the center because the ice comes out, right? And you'll get tagged by. I think the first ice comes out before the fire strikes. Does that seem accurate?
I think
The
so.
fire strike. The first two ices go off, and then fire strikes go off, and then the second two ices go off.
Well, not when it goes off. When it starts casting.
Yeah, the first two ices go off, and then and then he starts casting fire strikes, or maybe just barely they start going off.
I think the first one goes off, he starts casting, the second one he jumps, the third one goes off, he starts like doing his like kick animation, then think that's
But, like,
Let me
yeah,
look.
and
Let
then
me,
when
let
you-
me look to see what's going on.
yeah. I'm gonna go open earring.
So did everyone got distributed? Yep.
Yeah, because I'm not 100% sure if I did it correctly. Like, I lived,
No.
but that might be because I'm
we're tanks,
Okay,
that's why
no,
we're-
the first ice goes off like halfway through the Fire Strike's cast bar, so you should be able to stand center until the cast bar starts very easily. And that's what we need to, because
If we max melee it, we should
so
worry about it.
because we want him to be as north as possible, which means just after the raid wide goes out, whoever's tanking just goes and stands north and waits for him to come to them, right? And then after the chimeric succession, during the chimeric succession cast where melees have to go in, right? And then after that, everyone should be safe to stand mid. And then as soon as the Fire Strike's cast bar starts, you just run south. But you, as a melee, you have to be watching for the cast bar because you don't want to get tagged by the ice, right? So you're just waiting until that cast bar starts for Fire Strikes, and then once that cast bar starts, you just jet south. And again, it's not all the
And
way
stand
south
halfway between
because you need to be able to
between
bait
the wall
him.
and the outermost ring. Stand halfway there.
Yeah.
Then he'll land, and then if he's doing front fire kick or he's doing front kick, we run to just touch the wall, so he locks in to face that way and doesn't turn randomly. And then if he's doing back, we run through him so he turns around.
Yeah.
Because he's
There is
turnable just
it is
before-
safe to stand dead center there. You just, as soon as the cast bar starts, you gotta move, and you gotta go
fire
south.
Yeah, fire strikes. We as fire strikes didn't move when we were dorks.
I just wanted to make, like, I was not in the right spot for fire then. Like, when the
So
fire hit us.
No, when the fire hit us, no.
if you're all the way on the wall south before the fire, the jump lands, yeah, you're in the wrong spot. You need to be, and again, because of the way this shit is set up, because it looks like he does a random unmarked person, in our case melee, you all have to do the movement as if you were baiting everything, right?
Yeah.
So you gotta bait him near the wall with the jump, and then either out or in for the kick.
Sure.
And
He could
then
also,
ices just need to do their thing and not clip anybody else.
he could also, because we also don't know. We also don't
Go
know.
take a break. Actually, the lockouts are 90 minutes. This is awkward timing.
What's that, half-hour break?
We'll go in for a little bit. No, we'll just go in for a little bit. Cringe timing. I wish they were all 2 hours.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I couldn't play this again. Even though I got hit with the tank buster.
What they should all be is they should all be 1 hour exactly.
God, that would be awful.
That would be
No,
terrible.
that's awful.
Imagine doing ESR with an hour one.
Kiba.
Oh, stop.
You would get 3 good pull.
Our
pull
lockouts
attempts.
would be fucking terrible.
Get 3 good pull attempts, and that's it. Game was like, fuck you. Skull saved us. And then I'm like, run. I'm like, oh shit, it would go to me because I'm second on aggro. I don't know why it went to you. I was second. I looked, I'm like,
No,
I'm
you
second on
weren't.
aggro.
If you were, it would have gone to you.
Yep.
Kawhi,
I wouldn't
gave
mind
you
sharing a
the
buster with you,
earring,
Faye,
right?
if I was actually playing tank.
What?
I gave you the earring, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You don't want me on DPS. I will fuck up horribly.
The tanks in FF11.
Yeah, an evasion tank. Can't dodge buster.
Oh,
You did
in
more
in
damage.
WoW news, WoW finally added a support class now. Okay, well, it doesn't really matter if my gear's durability is noticeably low. I'll just pay someone to pay one of you to repair me.
Alright, we do have to do a little thing here before we start.
Is it the time to kill that thing?
For the 4-man... Okay. For the 4-man enumerations, we're doing light party split, right? The issue is when you swap the same role, and it's always gonna be DPS swaps. You gotta make sure they're standing on the same side for both halves, so they don't try to stand on top of somebody else, right? So basically, the DPS, like the melees, need to be spreading to the same spot, and the range need to be spreading to the same spot. So honestly, just have all the roles standing on top of each other, so that there's no confusion. Okay. So I want you to go stand on the one marker, and again, this is for the 4-man enumerations, right? Support should be up front, DPS in the back. Doesn't matter if melees are left or melees are right, just you gotta be on top of each other. Whichever tank is standing on top of the healers, you're in the wrong spot. Go to the corner of the marker. Gotta make sure range are on top of range, melees are on top of melee. Yeah. And this way, when the DPS swaps over, the spread spot will be the same for both white parties.
I'm sorry, which one is
The enumerations after lasers and after actually both sets of lasers actually.
It's Bond.
Okay, I'm just not one.
Bond has buddies or stack on it. Or like
Yeah, I know how bot works. I just don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Enumerations are mechanics where you have to have the right number of people resolving the mechanics, or else it'll kill everybody.
Oh, okay.
So the 4-man stacks do not spread the damage evenly. They just, if you have 4 people, they don't kill you. If you have not 4 people, they kill you.
Yeah. So
That's what an enumeration mechanic is.
It's the same.
And in this fight, they are called demonic bonds. In this fight, they happen after both sets of lasers. The 6-man stack of the 2 spread lasers and all the head lasers. So we just need to make sure that we have, because it's role split, we just need to there's a possibility that we'll have to switch a DPS between the light parties, so we just need to make sure that they're planning on going to the same spot. There's a DPS in the other light party. And remember, for head lasers, we are going tank, melee, healer, range. For who's going to be in front, always left, right. 1 is left / west, 2 is right / east. For the split on the lasers. Any questions before we get back into it? Alright, take your food.
Where do tanks stand to get knocked over?
Come out.
I take you.
He's just memeing. Ignore it.
He's memeing at me.
Oh, okay.
I know where to stand now. For you, Cole.
Alright, so if you miss it, I get to laugh this time.
You figured it out, alright?
I'll probably laugh too, so.
Can't keep a can't stand there for.
Yeah, yeah.
You will go no further.
Buddy.
I offer a glimpse of Lady Athena's power! A tangled morsel awaiting death. I'll give you special cells. Wet like unto chains. over all life.
Spread out, shields.
To the depths with you.
Together.
Stay where you are.
Okay, it's gonna be buddies.
These bars are unbreakable.
Together. Got Ultima. Rest you. Okay. Towers, laser, 10 laser towers.
To the
Release
depths
forward.
with you.
Okay, that's gonna be buddies.
I am Pandemonium, and these cells are mine.
Same stuff. Melee. Healers. Rain. And remember, we're gonna have to spread, and it's gonna be no, spreads. No. Spreads first, and then buddies.
All paths lead back to me.
No jump off.
He spawned them with his eye laser.
Oh,
Another
another Ultima. Very sick. Hey, Mac.
Do you have Anvil?
No.
Neat. Sorry, Skull, did
I had to involve the
I was too close to freaking body.
after this lizard.
Why?
So when did those show up? Okay, so when he was looking this way, that's when he put those in first?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And I saw he's still gonna have to
It happened again where I took 300k.
Yeah, it's just that I dodged the
Would have
No idea.
I didn't see much.
Does the dark resistance fall off by the time third goes by the time third one goes off?
Certainly not by the time the third.
No.
Maybe the fourth one, but no.
but probably not.
The first one does not fall off by the time the last one goes out. Which, I mean, I wasn't in front again either. And there was even like another person. Kawaii died as well.
Yeah, I for some
I
reason
died first.
Why did you die? Is it
I took 300k.
okay? I wonder if like the first 2 people take dark damage
I feel like that might be.
or something. I mean, even this one, it doesn't necessarily look like I'm in front of Caliban, but like that, my only reasonable guess at this point is that multiple people are taking the dark damage.
I
Does it look like they are?
I think I killed myself. There, that's why I thought Skull needed it. I just waited.
I mean,
And then, like,
mine,
wait, nope.
Angela's way up front, and I'm just chilling, and then I just take her to get in.
Are you second?
I don't No, yeah, it could be second. That's not obvious.
Were you still in the hit circle?
No, it was way out.
Because I was second on mine, and Kawhi was second when he died.
So what? Here's the thing. There's if it's the case that the first two people are taking dark damage, then we have to go back to what we originally did, where tanks have to take the last one solo, without being in the first three, and then the first three people just have to rotate who's in the first and second, right?
What if you have tanks just be the second one for the first three, and then put the last one solo?
Well, I mean, if the tanks take a solo, they're just gonna die if they already have a dark thing.
No, but
right?
you only get a dark ball if you're the first one.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So
if their tanks are second,
the
then
tanks
they
take
just
number two for the first three, and then take the last one solo.
Yeah. And they can probably just put like a rampart or something, and then you don't have to heal everyone a bunch. The only ones you have to heal more than once might be a tank. Since no one else should be taking damage for take their laser.
I mean, yeah, then the solution is we just have the tanks in the number 2 spot for the first three, and then just solo take the last one.
Man, that's like crusty.
That is super crusty.
Especially for a second fight. I can see that like the end of a tier. It's like knockback. Super crusty.
Yeah, I mean, but knockback mirrors wasn't this crusty. The knockback mirrors just fucking wild charge.
I wanted to double check, and
this is fucking whack.
Yeah, but like it wild charged everyone.
No, you just had to have the tanks in the front. That was it, right? Like it didn't matter what the.
I only melee and healed, so I just stood on my side.
So
it didn't really matter what the lineup was.
What does the debuff say, Frank? Exactly what does it say?
For which debuff? The
dark damage debuff. What does that
darkness
debuff
resistance is significantly reduced.
Yeah.
Darkness
and we
resistance
know,
down to.
and the laser itself does dark damage. So
This is magic damage.
so my thought is because Frick originally said that because of that stuff basically you can't get hit with the debuff afterwards. And we know for a fact that me and Faye can take the damage afterwards. So why don't we have it in the opposite order, where things get hit last and range get hit first, and then every time someone gets hit, they just heal off and don't get hit by the laser. That's that.
I mean, we know you can survive getting hit by the laser with the dark vuln, right? Like that's not in question.
You always get killed by the third laser, by the third laser, and you get hit second.
Well, we can either do 2-2-2-1, or we can do 4-3-2-1.
4-3.
I mean, we don't need to completely remove the people who have the dark vuln, right? We know that because we just saw that.
Yes.
So the confounding factor seems to be the person who is in second. Please. What seems to be happening is a person who is standing second in line. It is also considered to be taking whatever damage the vuln applies to, right? They just don't get the dark vuln. Which means, what we can do is we can still have we can still 4-4-4-1 to mitigate damage. We just have the tank as number 2 for the first 3, and then the tanks take the last one solo. Right. Does that make sense? Because at that point, everyone but the tanks will have the dark room, so they can't get hit by the last laser. Right? There will be nobody else who could take the last laser with anybody else. So the last lasers have to be taken solo, which again we know we can do that with the tanks without too much issue. So all we do is we just keep the tanks in second. Keep the tanks in second for the first 3 lasers. So we just move it up. We do like what melee range, we just melee healer range for the first 3 with tanks always standing obviously number 2, and then we just have the tanks take the last set of lasers.
Do you want us to treat it like a lackluster or just like a small hit?
The last one, I would throw an actual hit up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll just do like a lackluster.
I'd throw whatever you have to see what the damage looks like.
So I'm taking
There's
like
that tank buster not being on that.
Just throw like you should have Rampart up at that point.
Yeah.
Rampart and like a short cooldown.
I can toss like Rampart, Thrill, and Blood Weapon like I would for a lackluster.
See how much damage it actually does. And then remember, we gotta do the enumerations afterwards. And the spots we're doing that in are centered around there, right? If you have to do the 4-man, it's the same spreads as normal. Just go to the corners. If you have to do the 2-mans, it's ranged in front. Sorry, no, melee in front, ranged in back, supports in, DPS out, right?
we can just go back. Or do we have to go back further?
That's you without the dark one. We would think that that's probably from what Rick was saying, probably is us. We would probably say, hell, you have the dark ball.
So, everyone else, we kind of have to not die to the last laser. Which
Should be 2 open goals.
should not be too terrible, because yeah, there should be... It should be fair. The only issue is if we all end up on the same side, right? Because one tank has to get shot across to the other light party.
Yeah, but if the rest of the group like stays like in the center.
But like everyone should just be kind of standing like around here, right?
Yeah, yeah. I think it doesn't really matter. Like the tanks can just get shot off to the corners.
And then you move into position. Yeah. All right. Let's try it again. One more, then brace.
If I remember, I'll throw my 10% on Faye.
You will go no further.
Promise.
I operate the links of Lady Athena's power! A tangled morsel awaiting death.
Us out.
Yeah, way too slow.
I'll give you special cells.
Alright, break time.
Okay, time for Brick to get a drink. and then grab a donut. Turn on the copy is. My other headset was cutting out randomly. It was annoying because
Oh my!
put on my once and it says can I use the voice. I'm like,
My fork.
Oh shit, real quick. So again, the curse pattern is something like this, right? Whereas you have like 1s are at A and B, 3s are at 1 and 2, 2s are at 3 and 4, 4s are at C and D. Essentially, you don't have a nice mirror image, right? So the only real issue with this is for the last set, like let's say the 4s are at C and D, right? So obviously whoever tank is on this side can just get shot straight forward, right? Because they're already Wes. The other tank needs to angle themselves so they get shot towards 2. Yeah. That's what we want to do. And then vice versa here. The east tank at 4 just gets shot straight forward, the west tank at 3 gets shot towards where A is at.
We're just shooting at the corner of the arena, right?
Yeah, you're just shooting at the corner of the arena, that's it. There's nothing, not any more difficult than that. Now, what that allows is it allows the melees to like just chill and alternate between B and 1, right? Like first set it goes off at 1 and 2, melees go back to the bottom. Let's say the second set is 3 and 4, they stay on the B side and don't get blasted, right? Third set's at A and B, they go back to the 1 and 2 side. Last set's at C and D, they stay in between B and 1, because one tank's gonna get shot at A and the other one's gonna get shot at 2, and that way they're not getting hit by the lasers, yeah? And then it allows them to split up afterwards to do either the buddy stack or the spread, right? And ranged, what we've got to do is we've got to chill in the back while the last set of lasers is going off. So like 3 and 4 are going off, right? I'm west, so I'm just gonna want to chill over here, right, with my west buddy. And then we're just gonna chill all the way on the wall and then wait for the lasers to go off, and then we're gonna wait for either spread or stack, right? And then you can just go in and out, front to back, and that's far enough, right? And actually, what the other two can do is they can be like right here, or they should probably be back here, right? So they're not gonna get shot by the 3 laser, and then again, you can just have like supports go forward and then DPS go out, and like that way we can resolve all of our shit like right here. Makes sense? Does it make sense to everybody? So, this is gonna be a little bit fucking YOLO the first time we get there with how we're doing, how we're actually gonna do the enumeration, but first things first, let's just see if we can't get the lasers working. Now again, how it's gonna go is it's gonna be 2, 2, 2, 1. Tanks are the second in line for all of them, and it's gonna be melee, ranged, healer, tank. Now your job is, 1, don't get hit by a laser you're not supposed to take for a variety of reasons, right? For the most part, this can be accomplished by, if you're not a tank, you can just go stand in front of your laser, right? Like, melees can go stand right in front of the 1s, range can go stand right in front of the 2s, healers can go stand right in front of the 3s, aiming straight north-south, and that'll just work. Unless it's the curse pattern, and like, the 1s and 3s are on the same side, I guess.
Sounds like use your eyes.
Which is really just kind of a use your eyes and don't get killed, right?
Just
So,
do the mechanic for it.
Just do the mechanic. Let's see if we can't survive the lasers, and then we'll fucking YOLO the enumerations afterwards. This is for the first time or two. Alright, let's go.
I just couldn't stop thinking about it.
Yep.
Right. You need to be reminded to
mean, I still had duration, just re-up.
Rick letting his food get below an hour.
I mean, that's the actual sin right there.
What a crime.
You will go no further.
He has macro cotton there.
Yep, I do.
Because if you macro and then all that after the 3 contains, it won't be bring up people that way.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to use it. Because we'll need at least one other button, right? But
I should have a
macro vote.
10% there.
If you get that one second.
power.
But we're not
Eternal
using that
morsel awaiting death.
Nope.
No.
Can we get broken out, please? And
I'll give you special cells. Wet, like unto change.
tower's next.
I must watch over all life.
Ow. Spread out.
To the depths with you. Stay where you are.
Okay, it's gonna be buddies, and then
These
spreads.
bars are
Buddies, and then
unbreakable.
spreads. Got an Ultima coming. Look at that and see if that's what they're gonna do. Why are you not using mitigations?
To the depths with you.
This is a big news enough. Okay, this one is gonna be buddies. It's gonna be spread.
These
It's
cells
gonna
are
be
mine.
And let's see. Yeah, Chris pattern straight up. Let's go.
What?
That's not what it is. What a easy.
No, take the log.
Tanks are supposed to be. Listen, okay. Tanks are shaky for the first 3 sets of towers, right?
All parts.
Yes.
Lead back to me.
Okay.
That was
Alright.
That was
Alright.
me. Just
We're gonna
following
go.
muscle memory, which is
We're
bad.
gonna go into the game really quick. We're gonna practice this.
What, a sim?
2, 3, 4. Okay. So, you know, let me change videos. So. On the 1 marker, I want the people who are supposed to be taking the first set of towers be on the east-west sides. Whoever's supposed to be in front, be on the north half. Whoever's supposed to be back, be on the back half. All on the marker. No.
What do you mean front back?
Whoever's supposed to be in front, be on the north corners of the 1 marker. Whoever's supposed to be back on the
Oh.
south corners of the 1 marker. East-west split on the east and west halves of the marker. Caliban should be west. phase should be east. Okay, there you go. Now, do the same thing on the 2 marker. Except whoever is supposed to be second should be north. Right? Because those markers are those lasers are in the back. Okay. Same thing on the 3 marker. Go ahead. And then tanks should be the only people on the 4 set of lasers. Right? Okay. Go to the 1 marker. Go to your spots to the 1 marker again. Go to the 2 marker. Angela. Go to the 3 marker. Go to the 4th marker. Everyone who is not a tank, your job is to not get hit by a laser you're not supposed to. So when they get the nice, so what that means is you will either have to die, like look in the back if you're melee after the first set goes off, right? And just make sure you don't get blasted by ones in the ass. If you're ranged, it means don't get hit by the first set, right? Or the 3rd set. And healers, it means don't get hit by the first 2 sets, right? It's not particularly crazy. There's like almost a good 5 seconds between each set of lasers going off. So just make sure you're out of the way, right?
Yeah. So something we did confirm there is that you have to hit it not here.
That's not necessarily true. We know that that's not true. You can get hit. It just it's not safe because it looks like the first 2 people take this fucking dark damage. There's some fucking weird interaction going on. Right. That time again it was buddies. We'll see if it continues to be buddies. I hope to God that it's always buddies.
That would be so
nice. A lot easier to resolve there than
It was also
doing
it was
the
also
core
spread
meds.
again first. It was also spread again first.
Well, I mean, it's not always gonna be that. We know this because we've seen both.
I meant after panning up laser.
I know we've seen both. Yes.
I trust Brett. I haven't been paying too much.
We can be either or, whether it's buddies first or second. It just, again, it has always been buddies. What else? I think it was fine going into that. I just need to be checking. I need to remember to check when the first demoniac bonds go out to see if it's a 4-man and whether we gotta swap a DPS or not. That's it. Okay. Let's go again.
I'm trying to figure out how much damage it does.
Your 30% should be up again because that's 2 minutes after the first tank buster.
I meant for turrets.
No, don't worry about that, Rick. You should have Rampart active for all. I'm sorry, honestly, the more we get this, the more I'm certain we should probably just fucking inform the tank busters.
You will go
Mostly because there's like another multiple right after that. I can't remember. There was a tank buster at the end, yeah, so there's another tank buster right after all that, which is like super annoying. It's probably this, but it's fucking first two. Not the big one. I don't know. I don't know. We haven't seen the whole wrestling yet, so we don't know what the best one is. But I'm really certain lean towards this one. Probably this.
Awaiting death.
Game, please, out. Listen, I don't know what to tell you. I'm literally just standing on the thing and
Run through it, not just stand on it?
I did, I ran through it. 2 times and then fucking went back and stood on it. It's like, this is ridiculous. Like,
Like unto change.
oh man, I did it all.
I must watch over all life.
Again. Okay, spread out. Maybe.
To the depths with you. Stay where you are.
Also, it was you
These bars are unbreakable.
so I guess we just swap mans. Fuck.
Yep, it's just whatever DP is in the same way party is whatever support. So honestly, it's a DPS job.
Wasn't that totally random? Because it could be like me and Skull.
No, it's always been roll split. I mean, the buddies
It's
always been
roll
roll
split.
split as well. So I'm pretty sure the buddies, the actual numerations are always split by roll. So it's like, just have if you have it, check to see if the fucking support who has it is also in your life party. If it is, then call out the range switch or melee switch. It's just like fucking Worms Lament 2 in Shiva.
I mean, if we know it's roll split, we can call this up. Switch is easy as fuck.
I know, but you gotta let the other person
Yeah.
know, right?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Call it on.
Yeah, exactly. You just say like range switch or melee switch. That's all you gotta do. Think so?
I hope so.
My card's good.
Is that Exodia?
No.
Exodia! Obliterate!
I'll settle for Pot of Green.
You will go no further.
What's that? That part is
Progress.
ball.
I offer a glimpse of Lady Athena's power. A tangled morsel awaiting death.
Out.
I'll give you special cells.
Oh, I think it's fine. I go AoE region.
Die distributing.
With like unto chains.
Towers.
I must watch over all life.
Out. Got him. Spread out. Far corners of the babies.
To the depths with you.
The other round.
Stay where you are.
It's gonna be buddies.
These bars are unbreakable.
Buddies. And then spreads. Bacon. laser towers.
To the depths with you.
Let's see what this is. This is
I am Pandemonium. These cells are mine.
Oh, I got shot by Kawhi's head.
Your dad is quiet to be
I was just shooting at you. But no one came.
All paths lead back to me.
Or I missed it.
Why there's so much fucking time podcasting.
Okay.
Like by a very it's like let me investigate this.
I'm trying to get to my next laser, but I'm all over the place.
Hey Rick, if we always slightly angle our lasers in, the outer edge will always be safe. Places. Just do that.
No. So mine recording not safe. What the fuck's going on? Oh my god, how are they out of there? I literally have them sorted by date. What the actual fuck?
But what you see, today's date is before yesterday's date somehow.
What the hell is going on? No, like my one's just today rather. I can't see what happened in that last one because I can't find where the fucking recording is.
Try refreshing.
Alright, let's see what happened. Angela died to appeal of condemnation. At the same time Skull died, it looked like.
I didn't know if twos were in or out, and I took a 50-50 and lost.
Well, that's why you turn around and look backwards, right?
Yeah. But by the time I turned around and looked backwards, the numbers were gone.
Well, alright. I mean, you can also tell because the ones that are not charging up don't have the little ring on them, right? Like they're all spinning around and looking, but when they only have the little arrow on them, the arrow ring underneath them when they're actually targeting.
I always thought
No, they're always up for the closest person.
They always target the closest person. Yep. They always face the closest person. So yeah, just make sure, just check. It was base again. I'm fucking really leaning. I know. It's so much.
Well, we got a new buddies for the entire fight or buddies for just after?
No, buddies for after turrets. Alright, let's go again.
This fight was designed by a bitter bald man, no part of it. That's fair.
To light parties just do. It's just so much.
I have the power of God and anime on my side.
I just want to see arrowing now.
You will go no further.
What?
You don't know what that is, if that's normal or not.
I've done it like 3
That
times.
one's a fucking macro.
Oh, is it the where you slice?
Yeah, there's this huge fucking like repeat rate wide name to everybody and then he already took a shit ton of damage. I almost died. Like, we almost wiped the first time, but like, how much damage?
It's a lot of damage.
I was like, Jesus Christ, this is a lot of damage for a fucking.
I don't want to do that, but I have a life.
Well, I mean, my prediction of Birdie. My prediction of Birdie is that we're going to build a wall on the back of
Oh yeah, I remember.
Like unto chains.
Hey, it's an American.
We are the wall producers. Well, we tried. Some tried.
I think
Well, you're not the builders.
it turned
You're
into a
the,
fence.
Initiated.
It turned into a very terrorist. Ow. Fly, my chip. Fly in D3.
Someone would just have to say stop it. Stop.
I said that the first time you did it.
I didn't get it around, please.
Stay where you are.
Okay, it is gonna be.
These bars are unbreakable.
We're good. So it's gonna be light parties first and then spread. Light parties first and then spread. I'm standing on top of me. You're not going to your correct spot, bud.
Why don't you move south?
No.
I thought we changed
we
it.
changed it. Right, we changed it.
So, how did everyone die in Army?
Because I coverage shit.
When you ran up, I just.
Caliban and I doubled up, and you two doubled up.
I second guessed myself when you came on.
Go to your spread spots on this marker. It should be healer northwest, tank northeast, melee southeast, range southwest. Angela. Okay.
You will go no further. I operate limits of Lady Athena's power. A tangled morsel awaiting death. Special cells. Wet like unto chains. I must watch over all life.
Yeah. Good job. Spread out. Once this moves off, come back in ASAP.
To the depths with you.
These bars are unbreakable.
Tower position. Overhead lasers. Sprint first.
These arms are mine.
That's gonna spawn a bunch of little fucking bastards. Don't get shot by them. They need to clean up. Tanks, you guys have an influence on aggro right now. Oh, this is a raid wedge for us. I recommend you just invuln this because I have to do a bunch of raids.
If we rampart there, I don't have rampart for
I know. There is a stick. Alright, do your best. You got the rest.
Like unto change.
This is web success. And then he does this. Alright, go out, spread up. High corners, far corners.
To the depths with you. Your soul.
I got killers. Did you heal it? Troy, can you hit the button, please? 20 buttons, 20 buttons. Use this.
All paths lead back to me.
And then, yeah, so yeah, I figured they were gonna come out of that. I can put
For mother.
Answer something.
They're on the edge.
Tangled morsel. Awaiting death.
Oh, they're all the fucking on the way.
These bars are unbreakable.
Oh, okay, we gotta do touchdown. That's not that bad.
Oh.
That's not that bad. That's not that bad. We just have to see who actually gets those jobs. Yeah. Well, it's just rolls. It
It's
should
probably
just be
the
rolls again.
same thing.
It doesn't really matter who the wings go on, because you just gotta fucking go to your wing thing, and then we just have to take whether we want supports or DPS east or west, right? That's not a huge deal. Okay. So he basically just fucking, he loops everything, he throws the, no, okay, it's not really that much of a loop, right? So he does Ultima. Okay, so first he does the Pandemonium Array, but on its own, that's not anything. And then he does Ultima, Soul Grasp, Tank Buster, Towers again. And then he does Silk Spit, so that, and he does the build the bridges Silk Spit, and then he does the spread Silk Spit. That's not a big deal. You see the same thing, and then. But you also come back in for towers immediately afterwards, which again is just exactly the same thing as the first time. It is Pandemonic Array, sheesh, And then, but what you have to do is you have to resolve the first half of the demonic bonds in between the lasers that come out, which again is not really a big deal. You just gotta look through it.
Well, I thought the first one came out as you half the arena.
Huh?
I said the first one came out as you leave half the arena. The second one happened.
You only have half the arena, but that's more space than we need, considering, like, maybe just more space than we need. Right? It's not a big deal. Yeah, so here's what we're gonna do, is we're gonna tank invuln the first and the third soul grasp. Okay. Let me see if
Warrior
I'm thinking this correctly. Invuln the first one. Mitigate this one. Use everything but Rampart, and then you use Rampart for turrets, and then you invuln the soul grasp, and then you should. Let's see. I don't think we saw. Did we see a fourth soul grasp? I wouldn't doubt there's another one.
There probably is.
No, it's wings before. If there is another one, that's wings before. So yeah, what you're gonna do is you're gonna invuln the first shared tank buster. Swap aggro. Take the second one with all of your cooldowns except for Rampart. Okay. Because then you'll have Ramp, and then you will invuln whoever, and now the other tank is going to invuln the third one. Actually,
wait, won't
we might be able
IR
to
be
do
up? Or not IR?
any warrior shenanigans. Let me see here. What is this? 6239. Second. Third is. Oh, it's not. It's not quite a. Actually, no, it totally is.
It can.
It's fucking close though, actually.
So how long?
It's not worth it.
How
It's
long
too
is
close.
the tank buster?
It's It's 3 minutes and 55 seconds.
I mean, what if we just
So you can do
swap
it.
invuln?
We're not gonna do it. We're just gonna swap influence. Okay. It's not a big deal. So we'll just have Faye, you're gonna invuln the first tank buster. You guys are gonna take the second one for real. Again, just use every cooldown except for Rampart. Because then you're gonna Rampart the lasers, and then you're gonna tank him, and then Caliban is gonna tank invuln the one after lasers.
I gotta make sure my grip I'm taking it from her.
Yeah, because
There's no double autos, which is honestly kind of fucking surprising. So you can just leave your stance off. You can just leave your stance off until. It's usually just wall bosses that have double autos, you know what I'm saying? Just to kind of make up for the fact that he just is piss chilling there. So, no, except with your Caliban, you just wait until the entire tank buster's done. There's no reason for you to have aggro.
Yeah.
There's just nothing actually happening.
Yeah, the thing that slightly confuses me is I think his autos are AoE because before the soul grasp goes out, I pop my I pop TBN, and it's popping before the first and TBN's shield's popping before the first soul grasp hit even goes out, and I'm like,
because we're taking a massive bleed there.
oh, that's right.
Yeah, it also can't be AoE, or else everyone dies at the initial start of unstacked everything.
Yeah. So just leave your tank stance off until after the whole first tank buster goes out, and then just turn your stance on to look afterwards. And then you're just gonna stay number one in aggro until. So actually, you can even. Oh, you should actually wait until after until after the second one, because that way Faye can just do her warrior healing thing.
Okay, so we'll swap at the second, after the second.
Yeah, swap after the second.
Yep.
So are we sharing the second one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
I don't have that.
And then what that should allow you to do is use your Rampart for the heads, and then your 30% for the, maybe not your 30%, but your personal for the towers.
Yeah, it looks like you can just personal the powers because I have just hit TBN and they barely went for me.
Like, yeah,
but that's also with a bunch of quiet shields on top of it.
Yeah, like we're both healing you guys afterwards, so as long as you just have like your short cooldown, that's all you need for the towers. They're not that big a deal. The only reason we rampart on the first one is just you don't have to fucking worry about it at all. Alright. Smoky.
They're small itty bitty things. There's not. We're going to
check food.
I've got big bears.
You will go no further.
Guess we didn't technically talk about how we want to set up a resolution for the fucking raid and the fucking bots. Pandemonium. Yeah, you can survive the first hit without even fucking. You can honestly just fucking raid. Look at that. That's easy.
A tangled morsel awaiting death.
Ow.
I'll give you special cells. Wet like unto change. I must watch over all life.
This is actually carrying a pretty, wow, how did we miss a tower there?
What? He was like, fuck step out. Yeah. I saw like your back foot and I'm like, is he in it? I don't know.
It's unfortunate.
That accursed pixel.
That tower is in melee distance, right?
Yeah. It's all within melee. No. I said up.
You will go no further. I operate the limbs of Lady Athena's power! A tangled morsel awaiting death.
I got him.
I'll give you special cells. Wet like unto change. I must watch over all life. the depths with you. Stay where you are.
Buddies, come. Spread
These
first, then
bars
buddies.
are
Spread first, then
unbreakable.
buddies. Back in. Sharing this, need for real. So I think afterwards.
To the depths
Okay,
with
it's
you.
gonna be towers. Like towers. It's gonna be spread and
I
then
am
buddies, spread and then
Pandemonium,
buddies.
and these cells are mine.
You got the right one.
What?
All paths lead back to me.
We need more mitigation for these people with damage there. No, Angela took 120k.
Yeah, I saw it the last second.
Oh, power. I had to take right party one's power. Oh, no. No, because I'm not getting shot into my party.
Oh, Angela
I
took
know-
his
I know
solo,
power.
that's why. I see, I see.
I
Angela took his solo,
No.
and then we took ours correctly, and then Caliban stood in the wrong spot for the last set as well. Why did Kiba die? Kiba, did you actually get tagged by?
I got
No,
shot
but-
by the third lasers.
Okay. Where are you standing in the head?
The very back.
Oh, okay. So you're just standing on our side.
I was actually all the way east, right on the very edge of the arena.
Okay, so you were standing on our side.
Yeah.
Yes,
No,
we were on
East is my side.
Yeah, that's where both the three lasers were.
Oh, yeah,
is
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying. Is you're standing where both the three lasers were.
Yeah, but I thought they would shoot towards the force.
Why?
Because I thought we were shooting towards the next number's corner.
No, because Kawhi and I don't want to get hit by the four lasers, so why'd we shoot ourselves on top of them?
Well, the tanks have got to get to them if there's time.
Yeah, and the tanks are fucking off the boss anyways. What else are they doing?
Nothing.
Hitting sprint and running for my life.
Dig.
So, are we always shooting straight then? Not diagonal?
We're shooting straight every time, except for the fourth laser on the curse pattern. In which case, whichever tank is on the wrong side, quote unquote, shoots across to the right side.
Oh, alright.
Every other time we're doing straight front to back. Or back to front, as much as we can.
Yeah, I can pop sprint and book it to the other side. It's okay.
There's almost 5 seconds between each set of lasers going off, which is a lot of time.
Like, I ended up here, and I had to book it all the way over here, and I hit sprint and I made it,
Yeah. Like, the big reason we do that is because we want obvious safe lanes for people who aren't supposed to be getting to, right? That's the big thing. We want to make this mechanic as crusty as fuck and cringe, so we just want safety where we can.
Let's not make it more crusty.
Alright, let's go again. It's crusty enough that we can have this fucking random ass curse pattern that we have to blast one of the tanks across for. Just don't make it cringe, but it is what it is.
shit in place enough.
Listen, that was fucking only reason when that hit. Also horrible. It's like, oh, surely it'll just drop on me where I want it. There's no way it can drop on the center of the boss's fucking target. How wrong I was.
I operate the limits of Lady Athena's power! A tangled morsel, awaiting death. Oh, give me special cells. Wet, like unto chains. I must watch over all life.
Which one you got? Spread out. Take one.
To the depths.
That counts. It's great.
Stay where you are.
Sorry, I'm in the correct spot. Alright, we have, it's gonna be spread into buddies, spread into buddies.
These bars are unbreakable.
Spread into buddies. And in. Thanks for sharing this. Okay. Towers for hits. Towers.
To the depths with you. I am Pandemonium, and these cells are mine.
Buddies. Okay, it's gonna be buddies then spread, buddies then spread. God.
All cards, lead back to me.
I'm hard casting into it.
Oh, give me special cells. Wet, like unto
Okay, we gotta
chains.
build the wedge and then remember, it's spread out to the corners afterwards, right? Being spread afterwards, being spread afterwards. Now then, why the fuck are you pointing, man? Spread out, move it over.
To the depths with
Oh,
you.
Sinistry, the first time I'm ever gonna fucking Presence Will.
Your
Why
soul
are you poisoned, man?
screams.
I mean, why hit the big button when he went
No,
Back to me.
I'm super dead here.
Oh, that gives you a fucking hysteria?
Oh.
No way, bro. Fucking one immunity.
A tangled
Oh,
morsel
getting hit by the fucking
awaiting
cleave gives you hysteria, dude.
These
No
bars
way.
are unbreakable.
Ain't no way. That's hilarious.
Let's see more. More to fight.
No, I refuse to die.
Stay where you
Oh,
are.
Laser, sick, you got this. Ouch.
I popped everything I had. At least now we know what happens next.
Yep.
That half cleave is cringe as ever gives me goosebumps.
I was like,
Yeah,
why are
that's
people
so
running into
good.
the poison?
That's super toxic.
Sorry, me bad.
You get hit by that, it's not even like that.
Okay.
After I get bounced over there, make the bridge, and then with the spread, I just go back to my original south spine spot, right?
Alright, for the fucking buddies, because it looks like it's buddies, at least so far it has been. For buddies after turret, support forward, DPS back, and again, you want to try to take the buddies on these rows, right? Because that way when you have the supports moving, the healers moving in from the back and the melees moving back from the front, you're not crossing on top of each other, right? You're not getting too close to each other. Does that make sense?
Or which part?
For enumerations after turrets.
Okay.
You want to try to soak the buddies on the front and back, like, you know, strips here. That way, you can run one forward square, one back square without bumping into people on the other side of the arena.
So,
And again, I want supports moving forward, I want DPS moving backwards.
But
Just try not, we have a shit ton of fucking space there, just don't kill anybody.
but like, in Florida, and so we're kind of up in the wall, right?
Yeah, we can go forward and backwards.
Like, we don't have to go all the way back to the center, right?
No, just fight on the wall. Okay. It's just that time, like, fucking, I ran backwards and so did Angela, and so I tried to cut over and I ran on top of Kiva.
Gotcha.
Because Angela and I soaked ours, like, really near the middle, so... Didn't have a lot of space to move forward. For the... Because again, we have to do an enumerations in the middle of the ray bulbs. I'm just gonna call them bulbs for now.
Wait, they're bits.
Do forward, backward, and just compress and
Just
side by side.
yeah, what we're gonna, if it's when the first set comes out, you gotta do the first set on top of them, so that time we had light parties. So because it's always gonna be a north-south split, right? And group 1 up front, group 2 down south. And yeah, you just kind of hold on. Where do these guys actually sit? Just make it nice and not something.
Say something. Just do it.
But Well, something that's nice is there's an open lane in the very front and the very back for the bits, okay? Which means you can be back here or on the front edge, and you'll be fine. So what you're gonna want is you're gonna want 2 laser spaces for the spreads, right? So one person here, blank laser slot, another person here. This is not exactly to scale, I think. It might be. I didn't really get a good view, but what it looks like is they clear out these lines, right?
Okay.
It's kind of what it looks like. Is they sit on all the lines between the different square rows.
That's what
More
it
or
looks
less.
Like more or less, it looks like that. They're not perfectly even.
Actually, never mind. They what they. That's dirty, man. So they. So never mind. There's not a space. There's not always going to be a space at the very front and the very back. So what you're gonna have to do is you're just gonna have to get like the first available space, you know, front to back, 2 spaces, and then put 1 space between you and the first available space, and then whatever. Side to side is the same, right? Because we got half the arena to work with. Not a big deal. 1 person out here, other person like in here, easy peasy. For the levies, first available space, third available space, first available space, third available space from the back. Same spots you're gonna take the spreads, right? You would take the spreads and then you just do the same thing, except we'll have supports move. Support's always moving in towards the center, DPS moving out towards the wall, right? As always. Okay. And then if it's the light parties, take them second available space, right? And then spread out to the corners. That way from each other afterwards with the normal spreads. Woo! What a freaking fight, man. And I'm not gonna talk about the wings yet. The wings are pretty straightforward.
It's 2 o'clock.
Yeah. Yes, if you can keep going. No, if you can't, it doesn't matter. We're at the end time in here. We saw a bunch. Fortunately, pretty much everything else we've seen is a repeat of one way or another. The wings is not that bad. Don't get faked out by the wings. The wings is just, we're gonna send, let's just send supports left and DPS right.
Okay.
And then, if you actually have the wings, just don't shoot anybody else with them.
Just shoot like
just
south.
Just go to whatever side is your wings are on and just shoot them south. That's it. Don't do anything crazy.
Because don't you have like a little bit of room to stay like around the edges?
We'll just smack the fucking smack the stack like dead center between like the fucking markers.